Tracy, take it away.
All right, we're going to start off with the visiting team today, Marianna All-Stars. Number 9, Brady Brock. Number 1, Wyatt Spears. Number 12, Cameron Odom. Number 22, Parker Willis. Number 24, Caleb Thomas. Number 13, Connor Barton. Number 5. Number 19, Denton Lord. Number 2, Lane Johnson. Number 14, Bowen Barber. Number 6, RJ Mays. And number 3, Torin Clark Hussey. With coaches Jensen Lord, Jonathan Thomas, and their manager Mason Brock.
And for San Antonio, we have number 27, Talon Maple. Number 21, Lenny Mercado. Number 8, number 21, Lenny Mercado. Number 8, Wilson. And 00, Ashton Liddington. Number 10, Lenny Mercado. Number 16, Alfredo Carrillo. Number 13, Trent Coleman. Number 7, Logan Fernandez. Number 12, Luke Brenner. Number 22, Andrew Spencer. Number 4, Joseph Knight. And number 11, Cole Renner. And the coaches are Noel Mercado, Tim Maple, and the manager is Marvin Francis. All right, guys, let's play ball.
Let's give it up for our guest PA announcer for San Ann.
All right, and we are back. Our final game here of this day from Field 1 after another lengthy weather delay. Heavy rain moved in a little bit after 2 o'clock this afternoon. We finished the game before that, which was on Field 4. The Division I AAA game ended. That was about 10 minutes wrapped up with Bartow beating Sebring beating Holmes County, or Marianna 13-3 in 10 innings. I'll get it right, in 5 innings. So run rule game there. All right, now we're moving along to Dixie Youth Baseball, the Majors. This is Division I in the Majors between Marianna and San Antonio. Marianna, the winner of this game, will play tomorrow at 2 o'clock. That's the schedule right now. Brooksville and Alpha on the other side. Marianna, the visiting team. They're coached by Mason Brock, assisted by Jonathan Lord and Jonathan Thomas. Leading off will be the third baseman, number 9, Brady Brock. Hitting second, the catcher, number 1, Wyatt Spears. Batting third at shortstop, number 12, Cameron Odom. Hitting fourth, number 22, Parker Willis. Batting fifth, number 24, is Caleb Thomas, who will be the pitcher. Hitting sixth, number 13, Connor Barton in center field. Batting seventh is number 5, Jaden Gray. Hitting eighth, the first baseman, number 19, Denton Lord. Batting ninth in right field, number 2, Lane Johnson. The 10th batter is number 14, Bauer Barber. Hitting 11th, number 6, R.J. Mays. The second baseman, and batting 12th is number 3, Torin Clark Hassey, who will be starting left field. For San Antonio, right-handed pitcher starting will be Ashton Liddington. The rest of the defense, Owen Wilson is behind the plate catching. Trent Coleman at first base. Taylor Maple at second. Yanni Mercado is at third. The shortstop is Lenny Mercado. In the outfield, Logan Fernandez in center. Luke Renner, the left fielder, and the right fielder is Alfredo Carrillo. Marvin Francis manages the San Antonio team. Head assistant coaches are Tim Maple and Noel Mercado. Marianna has rolled so far. They're the defending major state champions. They had a bye to Sunday, beat Alpha fairly easily, and beat Brooksville yesterday 20-2. And for San Antonio, they lost their opener to Frostproof, then came back beating Steeds and Avon Park to advance to this game. So we're already underway. Brady Brock, the third baseman, leads off. Mike Radout will be on field number 2 with the other game in majors, Brooksville and Alpha. That'll be getting going here in a little bit. On the left field line for Brock, just foul on the first pitch as he jumps on the first pitch from Ashton Lennington. We start here under cloudy skies. The lights are on at Veterans Memorial Park in Bristol. Marty Palmer with you here on Jock Jive as we continue coverage of the 2019 Florida Dixie Youth Baseball State Tournament. This is the Majors Division now. This is an audio-only broadcast. If you're tuning in, I'm going to go ahead and open up for shout-outs. You can see it on your screen. You can text 904-525-1324. It's 904-525-1324. Please text, do not call. Hit into center field, and, well, it's dropped. Throw will come into second, and it's backed up there as the ball's still going around first base. But so to second base goes Brock. It's a nice attempt there by Logan Fernandez, but Brock gets to second base, leading it off. Well, we've played 6 innings here, and it's a 15-run rule after 3, 10 runs after 4 innings. I mentioned Marianna. They have had no problems so far. 17-0 over Alpha Sunday. Yesterday, they beat Brooksville 20-2 in 5 innings. So 37 runs in 2 games. Pitch is in the dirt, but doesn't get away far enough away as Wyatt Spears, the catcher, bats. San Antonio lost 7-4 on Saturday to Frostproof, but came back with a 21-0 win over Sneeds in 3 innings on Sunday. And then yesterday, held off Avon Park 3-1 to advance. We're joining you here on Jock Jive after another long weather delay. We had another about a little over 3 hour delay here, 3.5 hours. Actually less than about 2.5, as that's hit between the legs of the second baseman and will go into right field for Spears. And that will be an error on the second baseman, Taylor Maple. And Brock will score the first run of the game, and Marianna with an early 1-0 lead as the first 2 batters have reached. That pitch misses to Odom. Cameron Odom, as that's fouled off right side out of play. Ashton Liddington on the mound for San Antonio. Odom takes that pitch inside for a ball. So back on the air, and we already finished the last Division I AAA game of the day. Division II and AAA is set. We have 3 teams left as Paxton knocked off Port St. Joe 4-3. San Antonio eliminated Avon Park 8-4 today. So San Antonio and Paxton will play at 9 a.m. tomorrow. The winner will play Port St. Joe around 1 o'clock for the AAA Division II title. So the 3 teams left, Port St. Joe gets the bye. Odom with a walk, first and second with 1 out. And here is Parker Willis. Marianna defending champions. South Sumter won the majors in 2017, and they won the World Series that year. For 2018, that was Marianna's first major state title. And looks like they're on their way to trying to win one again as Willis fouls it off. Today in Ozone Division II, Fort Meade beat Bluntstown 4-3. So Fort Meade is the champion. They'll head to the Division II World Series in Lumberton, North Carolina. And then Shalimar defeated Liberty County 11-0 in 4 as Liberty County conceded after the long delay. In Division I, Okeechobee over Holmes County, and Spring Hill American just knocked off Spring Hill National. So now you have Okeechobee at 3-1, Sebring at 2-1 will play Spring Hill National tomorrow. Spring Hill Americans 2-1. Those 3 still with a chance for the Division I state title. And in AAA Division I, Sebring and Bartow will play in the morning at 9 a.m. Bartow must beat Sebring twice. Sebring over Marianna, eliminating them. Bartow eliminated Holmes County earlier today. Robert Williamson had the call of those games on Field 4. And Chuck Sebastian with the Division I Ozone games today. Mike Radout on Field 2. Mike Radout with the Division II Ozone games on Field 3. And now working on Field 2 of the majors as this is blooped into left field for a base hit. The runner is safe at home. Throw to third, not in time. So Willis brings home a run. As Spears scores from second, Odom just beats the throw to third. And it's an RBI single for Willis, and Marianna already now with a 2-0 lead, still with nobody out. So that'll bring up Caleb Thomas, the starting pitcher. So that's where we are in this Dixie Youth Baseball State Tournament. And long drive to left, and that is gone. First home run on this field this week. Of course, we've mostly been playing with the younger kids. And Division II AAA, but that is a 3-run shot by the pitcher, Caleb Thomas, who cracks it over that left field fence. And Marianna with a 5-0 lead with 5 batters in. Everyone has scored so far. So Thomas going deep. And quick 5-run lead for Marianna in the top of the first. So we had a single, an error, a walk, another single, and a 3-run homer by Thomas. And just like that, it's already 5-0 Marianna. Marianna won their first 2 games by a combined 37-2. And they're already up 5-0 here today as they look to be rolling towards another major state title honor. We do have a Division II championship, the runner-up. San Antonio and Alpha lose. They will play for that. It's Alpha and Brooksville about to get underway. But this week, been on this Field 1 where we are at the Veterans Memorial Park. It's been AAA Division II. We haven't had any home runs this week. Got a couple balls off the left field wall, but with the majors moving over here for this game, Caleb Thomas sent that well over the fence in left field towards the trees. So we are joining you from Bristol at Liberty County. That's outside for a ball to Connor Barton. Left-handed batter Barton as the pitcher after a meeting on the mound. Liddington staying in the game for San Antonio. Under shout-outs, you can send those to 904-525-1324. Please text, don't call. As Spring Hill American knocks off Spring Hill National 3-0. The Ozone Division I game. The last inning was played a little while ago after the long delay. That over on Field 2. Chuck Sebastian with a call there in Ozone Division I. And Robert Williamson on Field 4 had the finish of, actually moved to Field 1. Sebring over Marianna 13-3 in 4 innings. And AAA Division I eliminating Marianna. There's a walk to Barton. So the second walk of the inning. Still nobody out, a runner at first. Marianna already with a 5-0 lead. In for a strike to Jaden Gray. First 6 have reached for the Marianna All-Stars. Line into left field for another hit. Ball is bobbled in left. Stopping at second, though, is Barton. And it's first and second. Nobody out still. 4th hit of the inning for Marianna. Denton Lord now will hit. So we will have 2 games tomorrow, and if necessary, a game will be necessary in AAA Division II with 3 teams left. Paxton, San Antonio play in the morning. The winner plays Port St. Joe's. That's hit foul. The left field, the left side out of play. We may need one in Division I AAA, but that has to do with if Sebring beats Bartow, they are the champions. If Bartow wins, they'll play again later in the day. And of course, Ozone Division I and Division II round robin. They'll have 2 games each tomorrow. At times, looks like it's going to be 9 and 11:30 as well for those games tomorrow. Popped up and calling off everyone. The pitcher, Liddington, makes the catch for the first out right near the first base line, and that's the first out of the inning after the first 7 had reached. So 1 out. Lane Johnson, the right fielder, hits now as they bat 1 through 12, and then they'll hit 1 through 9. 10-run rule after 4, 15-run rule after 3. And they play 6 innings here at Dixie Youth Baseball. That misses outside for the number 9 hitter, Johnson. For a strike. Well, it's cooled off a bit, as you would guess, with the rain this afternoon. And hit to short, backhand, and throwing to third for the force is the shortstop Lenny Mercado to Yanni Mercado at third. Fielder's choice goes 6-5, and out at third is Barton. So 2 outs in the inning as Gray is at second, Lane Johnson to first base. First pitch to Bowen Barber gets away. And the runners will move up to second and third. But now there are 2 outs. Barber, the 10th batter of the inning for Marianna. 78. Still feels like 86, 96% humidity. To second and flip to first in time by Taylor Maple to end the inning. 5 runs for Marianna, 4 hits, 1 San Antonio error, and there were 2 left on base. We head now to the bottom of the first. It's Marianna 5, and San Antonio coming to bat here on Jock John. Here's the lineup for San Antonio. Again, managed by Marvin Francis, assistant coaches Tim Maple and Noel Mercado. Leading off at second base, number 27, Taylor Maple. Batting second at shortstop, number 21, Lenny Mercado. Hitting third, the catcher, number 8, Owen Wilson. Batting fourth, the pitcher, 00, Ashton Liddington. Hitting fifth at third base, number 10, Yanni Mercado. Batting sixth and playing right field, number 16, Alfredo Carrillo. Hitting seventh at first base, number 13, Trent Coleman. Batting eighth in center field, number 7, Logan Fernandez. And the ninth batter, the left fielder, number 12, Luke Renner. Number 22, Andrew Spencer, hits 10th. Joseph Knight, number 4, bats 11th. And number 11, Cole Renner, is in the 12th spot. Defensively for Marianna, Caleb Thomas, right-hander, gets the start on the mound. His catcher behind the plate will be Wyatt Spears. Denton Lord, at first base. R.J. Mays is at second. Cameron Odom, the shortstop, at third. Brady Brock in the outfield. Connor Barton is in center. Lane Johnson in right field, and Torrin Clark Hussey is in left field. Torrin Clark Hussey in left field. Again, Mason Brock, the manager of the Marianna All-Stars, assisted by Jansen Lord and Jonathan Thomas. So San Antonio will come up after Marianna put up a 5 spot at the top of the first. Brooksville and Alpha getting underway on field 2. And then our other game in Dixie Youth Baseball Majors. 2 games today here. This was a 17 bracket. So it will be a game for second place if San Antonio and Alpha lose tonight. Taylor Maple leads it off. And the first pitch a little bit low from Thomas. Hard throwing right-hander Caleb Thomas for Marianna. There's a strike on the outside corner. 1-1 the count. Reminder to follow Jock Jive on Facebook, Jock Jive Sports, on Twitter @Jock Jive, and download each game of this Florida Dixie Youth Baseball World Series state tournament and any other state tournament or World Series. $5 per game. Be sure to email info@jockjive.com. As there's a swing and a miss by Maple. Strike 3, and Thomas blows that by him for his first strikeout of the game, 1 out. And also, our next coverage of Dixie Youth Baseball will be the Coach Pitch Machine Pitch World Series in Ruston, Louisiana. That begins on July 27th, and then the following week, the AAA Ozona Majors World Series, also from Ruston. Called strike there to Lenny Mercado. Well, Marianna was a pretty sizable favorite coming in, but San Antonio, close loss on Saturday to Frostproof, but obliterated Sneeds with 21 runs on Sunday. And a 3-1 win over Avon Park yesterday. Avon Park dropped their opener to Alpha and was eliminated yesterday by San Antonio 3-1. It's fouled off down the first base side. Brooksville beat Sneeds and then Frostproof, but then dropped the game to Marianna yesterday. So that dropped them down to play Alpha. Alpha knocked out Frostproof after losing to Marianna. So they're 2-1. Boy, fastball. Actually, Mercado did swing and miss as the ball got away. So Thomas with back-to-back strikeouts to start the bottom of the first. There are 2 outs. Marianna picking up 5 runs in the first on 4 hits. Here's Owen Wilson, the catcher. Expecting the Thomas, good start with 2 strikeouts. Hit a 3-run homer in the first as well for Marianna. Trying for a 1-2-3 inning against San Antonio's Owen Wilson. Check swing. Wilson did go around. And a swing and a miss. Big fastball there from Thomas. Tall, lanky right-hander Caleb Thomas for Marianna. And a swing and a miss again at a fastball, and Thomas strikes out the side easily in the bottom of the first. We head to the second. It's Marianna 5, San Antonio nothing. You're listening to the Dixie Youth Baseball Majors World Series. Majors State Tournament. I don't know what I got on my mind right now. We're live from Bristol, Liberty County. We'll return for the second inning, and Marty Palmer with you on Jock Jive. Back in a moment.
At the 36-yard line. Jarvis Hall awfully close. Campbell wave and miss. Strikeout, getting over. The Royal team leads the man at third. 6-yard line. Charm is home, awfully close. Kemp will wave and miss. Strikeout, getting over. The Royal team leads the man at third.
San Antonio will go to the bullpen as we head to the top of the second. Number 4, Joseph Knight coming in relief. 1 inning for Liddington. Ashton Liddington allowed 4 hits, 5 runs. 2 walks, no strikeouts. R.J. Mays due up to start the top of the second. The number 11 batter in the order as Marianna leads at 5-0. Heard any shout-outs yet? Well, you can take those at 904-525-1324. Again, 904-525-1324. Mays, well, actually, that hit off of his bat. Pitch was behind Mays, but it hit right off the top of the bat for a foul ball. Mays was a little frustrated there. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Back behind him again, 1-2. Right-hander. Joseph Knight, number 4, the new pitcher. Hit to third, or throw across is in time by Yanni Mercado for the first out. Mays out 5-3. 1 out, top of the second. Here is Torin Clark-Hussey. Rounded to third again. Tough play on the run. Throw to first. Scooped at first. And throw is in time again by Yanni Mercado. This time scooped out by Trent Coleman, first baseman. And there are 2 outs as Torin Clark-Hussey is out back to the top of the order for Marianna and Brady Brock. Brock led off the game with a single, later scored as the first. 7 batters reached for Marianna in the first. 5 of them scored, including a 3-run homer by Caleb Thomas. There's a strike. Joseph Knight looking for 1-2-3 inning. Fouled off to the right. That's towards field 2. Looking down, and again, the grounds crew did a fantastic job here as Boy, the rain that moved in right around 2 o'clock. And it was heavy. About 2:15, 2:30, just rain, winds, and the tents were destroyed down each line behind home plate. And heavy wind, lightning, as that's hit deep to right field. That's gone. That carries out into right center field for a home run for Brady Brock. Second home run of the game for Marianna, and they lead at 6-0. Ball just kept carrying and went out over right center. And it's now a 6-0 lead for Marianna. So 6-0 now as Wyatt Spears with a line drive to right field for a hit. 6 hits now for Marianna. Carson Odom. With 2 outs, Marianna gets another run on the board on the solo homer by Brock, a leadoff batter. Odom walked and scored in the first. Spears is at first with 2 outs. He's looking for 1-2-3 inning and misses inside. But that, again, great job to get everything going. We started play on fields 1 and 2 to finish those games right around 5. So it was about 2.5 hours, maybe 2 hours or so. We had heavy rain yesterday, a delay around 5 o'clock. Had a delay on Saturday around 3 o'clock, pretty long one. Odom deep to center, but he just missed that one as he got under it and short of the fence in center. Logan Fernandez makes the play, and Odom flies out to end the inning. 1 run in the inning on the solo homer by Brock, 2 hits, and a runner left on for Marianna. As we head to the bottom of the second, Marianna 6 and San Antonio nothing. We'll return for more coverage of the Dixie Youth Baseball Major State Tournament after this here on Jock Jive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Marty Pullman back on Jock Jive as we head to the bottom of the second. And San Antonio went 2-3 in the first against Caleb Thomas, all on strikeouts. Ashton Liddington, the pitcher, takes the first pitch inside for a ball. 6-0 Marianna leads it. 5 runs in the first. They got a run in the second. They try to move on to play for the championship tomorrow. There's a strike. Thomas throws pretty hard. Don't have a radar gun on him, but he throws very hard this classification. All right. Liddington grounds it to first, and right at the first baseman, Denton Lord, for the first out. We're at the bottom of the second. One out here is Yanni Mercado. 6 runs, 6 hits for Marianna. 3-run homer by Caleb Thomas in the first. Solo homer by Brady Brock in the second, as Mercado swings and misses at the first pitch. Field in pretty good shape here. Field 2 looking excellent too after our heavy rain today. As you take a look down the lines in between, all the water that's drained or the standing water, but on the field, excellent shape. Swing and a miss there again by Mercado. This is Yanni Mercado, the third baseman. Lenny Mercado is the shortstop. Thomas struck out the first 3. That's blooped into center, going back and making the catch. Leaping play by the second baseman, Mays. And he goes out to short center for the second out. Heck of a play there by R.J. Mays. I'll show you that is Mays. 2 outs. That's out in the short center and robs Yanni Mercado of a possible hit. 2 outs. There is Alfredo Carrillo. Carrillo, the right fielder. This is outside. Left-handed catcher there, and Wyatt Spears for Marianna. 5 in a row retired by Caleb Thomas so far. Strike there on the corner, outside corner. Alpha leading Brooksville 1-0 in the second over on field 2 as Carrillo fouls it off first base side out of play. Swing and a miss. A big fastball for strike 3. Thomas has retired 6 in a row with 4 strikeouts. San Antonio goes in order in the second. We head to the third here in the Dixie Youth Baseball Florida State Majors Tournament. And it remains 6-0 Marianna over San Antonio. Back in a moment. Start at the top of the third for Marianna with Parker Willis, who was part of the first inning with 5 runs scored, the first 7 reached, and he singled in a run and scored in the first inning. Marianna with a 6-0 lead here in the top of the third. Marianna plays in Division I of 60 Youth Baseball Majors in Florida. San Antonio's in Division II. Willis swings and misses. 2-1 the count. Joseph Knight in his second inning of work. He came in after the first as Ashton Liddington allowed 5 runs in the first inning. Outside for ball 3, 3-1. Knight, left foot in. Throws it inside, and that's ball 4. A little bit low as well. So Willis with the walk. It's the third walk by the 2 San Antonio pitchers, leading off the top of the third. He'll head to first base. Caleb Thomas, 3-run homer over the left field fence in the first. The pitcher has retired the first 6 San Antonio hitters as well. We'll step back up here against Joseph Knight of San Antonio. Pops it down the right field line. That will make it out of play. And amongst the tents down that right field side. We were told after the heavy rain that the fields 3 and 4 were done for the day, so game was moved to field 2. Was supposed to be on field 4, so always moving around here and making sure things are correct. But the fields 1 and 2 drain a little better. Foul back, and Thomas is behind 0-2. To the stretch, the pitch. High drive again to left field, and that is long gone. That is towards the railroad tracks in left field for the second home run of the game for Caleb Thomas, and no doubt about that, and it's 8-0 Marianna. Third home run of this game, 2 of them by the starting pitcher Caleb Thomas, who now has driven in 5. The second home run Thomas has hit, both have been to left field. That was more to left center, actually the left, and just hit hard. And the score now goes to 8-0. Here is Connor Barton, who walked in the first and was forced out. Grounded to second and on to first. Play is made there by Taylor Maple. 4-3 put out, 1 out here in the top of the third. Is Jaden Gray, who singled and whoop, that was hit right back at us here. What happens when you look down for a minute? Foul ball right in front of us here in the press box at the awning below where the crowd mic is. You heard that ball hit. Gray with a single his first time. So 8-0 the score now here in the top of the third. Jive Facebook page and the Florida Dixie Youth Baseball Facebook page are your sources for the Florida State tournament. All the delays we've had to keep you updated with game times and scores and whatnot. Jock Jive Facebook. You can follow Jock Jive on Facebook, Jock Jive Sports, as that hits Gray. And also follow him on Twitter at Jock Jive. And all games replays are available as well for $5. Go to info@jockjive.com for more information there. Denton Lord popped the first, his first time. Off the end of the bat, back to the pitcher. It'll go to second for one. They'll get that lead runner. Fielder's choice 1-6. Gray is out for the second out of the inning as Lord reaches first. Pretty still here. No more wind to speak of. If you look out towards center field, the two Dixie Youth baseball flags are there. The Port St. Joe flag is barely hanging on to the flagpole out there, and the other two flagpoles that are out there are now empty. It was quite a heavy wind coming through here around 2:30 this afternoon, 2:30, 3 o'clock. Lane Johnson, and he is behind 0-2 as he swings and misses there. Hit to a fielder's choice in the first. He reached on that fielder's choice. This is outside. Nothing lead for Marianna in the top of the third. Knight to the stretch. And that is hammered to left field, and it'll get all the way to the fence and left by Johnson. Here's Lord rounding third. Throw goes over the shortstop's head. Lord stops at third as the ball was loose on the infield, but pulling into second with a double is Johnson. So second and third, 2 outs. Inning stays alive. 8th Marianna hit of the game. It's a double by Lane Johnson. So back to the top of the order. Here's Brock, who singled and scored in the first and a solo homer in the second. 2 runs scored, 2 for 2 with an RBI. Hit one to right field in the second inning. That's hammered to left, and forget about that. Another home run. That's into the trees in left field. 2 for Brock, 2 for Thomas, and it's 11-0 Marianna. That, again, was a no-doubter for the leadoff hitter, Brock, who now has driven in 4. He scored 3 runs with 2 homers. So 4 homers by Marianna, and they've both been hit by 2 players. Caleb Thomas with 2 and Brady Brock with 2. And that'll do it for Joseph Knight. San Antonio will go to their third pitcher of the game, trying to find somebody to get some outs here, as Marianna scored 5 in the first. Picked up a run in the second and 5 now here in the third. And Joseph Knight is over on the mound. And this is number 27. Looks like Taylor Maple will pitch. So we'll have him get some warm-up tosses. Bases are empty, but damage done again. Marianna with 2 more home runs in this inning. They lead at 11-0. We'll return to Bristol here in a moment.
At the 36-yard line. Jarvis Hall.
Awfully close. Campbell wave and miss. Strikeout, getting over. The Royal team leads the man at third.
actually number 21, Lenny Mercado, the new pitcher for San Antonio. And the first pitch to, well, that was Spears with another hit. So Spears is now 2 for 3, pardon me. Base hit to center. And for a strike to Carson Odom, who walked and scored in the first, well deep to center in the second. 10 hits now for Marianna, and there's 11. Boy, it nearly took out Mercado. A line drive shot to center that went right past the pitcher, and Odom will reach again. Runner stops at second. Spears first and second with 2 outs. Here is Parker Willis. He is the 10th batter of the inning. They've batted around now. We're piling up the home run balls here. 2 for Thomas, 2 for Brock. Sitting here right in front of me. And they'll be presented that after the game. They found the baseballs. Nice thing they do with Dixie Youth Baseball after the game. Home run balls are presented in a plastic case. Parker Willis walked to lead off this inning and scored. He singled in a run in the first and later scored. Takes a strike there from Lenny Mercado, 3rd pitcher of the game for San Antonio. 11 hits for Marianna now. They lead at 11-0 as they are cruising again here in the top of the 3rd. Hit to center, and that's going to get out too. Straight away center field, and it's a touchdown on the board for Marianna. They've scored in this inning 8. They lead at 14-0 as Willis is the 5th home run of the game. This is another 3-run homer, and that another no-doubter to center field. So Parker Willis, his 2nd at bat of the inning. He scored 3 times. He's driven in 4 now with a home run and a single. And Marianna's got a lead of 14-0. So Brady Brock with 2 homers, Caleb Thomas with 2, and Parker Willis now with a home run. That going to straightaway center over the head of the center fielder, Logan Fernandez. You can see the outfielders for San Antonio are pretty much playing almost what would be the warning track. Thomas, he's back up. 2 at bats, 2 home runs. He hit 1 earlier in this inning to left field. Hit 2 to left field, 1 in the first as well. He's driven in 5. Swings and misses that first pitch. It's in the dirt from Mercado. Brooksville now leading off a 2-1 over on field 2. Mike right out with a call on that game. The other Dixie Youth Baseball major state tournament game here this evening. This is outside. Fouled off. And fouled off again by Thomas, staying alive. Still 2 outs. An 8-run inning for Marianna. 5 in the first, 1 in the second. They've scored 8 here in the top of the 3rd. 2-1 Brooksville, bottom of the 3rd. Grounded to short. Long throw across is not in time. As the shortstop now is Liddington. And that was a tough play in the hole. Beating the throw to first is Thomas for his 3rd hit of the game in 3 innings. Hit number 13 for Marianna. He's at first with 2 outs. Connor Barton has walked and grounded to second base, 0 for 1. That misses low. And a line drive into right field for another hit. It's bobbled. Thomas to third. Ball will now come in as Barton will head into second with a double. Second and third, 2 outs. Inning stays alive. Still for Marianna.
Hey, Frazier, let Frazier pitch in. Frazier's going to pitch in for Denton.
Jaden Gray now due up. Single and hit by a pitch, reach base twice. And that's up the middle into center field for another hit. Thomas scores. Here comes Barton as the ball bobbled in center, and Gray will go into second. He picks up a 2 RBI single, and now we have the 15-run rule in effect here in the third as Marianna leads it 16-0. "15 hits for Marianna. They've hit 5 home runs, and Lenny Mercado just cannot get that third out of this inning. We're going to have a pinch hitter here for Denton Lord, number 14, Bowen Barber, who hit earlier. And grounded out to second. He'll bat now in the 8th spot. He hit 10th earlier. And he lines that into left field for another hit. First pitch, they're in everything. Here comes Gray to the plate. He's going to score. Everybody getting into the act here. It's an RBI for Barber. And it's now 17-0. Field goal added here by Marianna. Still 2 outs and now a meeting on the mound. So now San Antonio's got to get some runs in the bottom of this inning or the game will end in 3. And Caleb Thomas has retired 6 in a row with 4 strikeouts so far. Going to have another pinch hitter. Torrin Clark Hussey going to move up to the 9 spot in place of Lane Johnson. Clark Hussey grounded out to third. His only at bat in the second. This is an 11-run inning for Marianna. Missing inside. 5 in the first, 1 in the second, 11 runs here in the top of the third. Inside, nearly hit him. Popped up, and that will get out of play. Good luck, San Ann boys, from your AAA team. AAA team winning today over Avon Park 8-4. Paxton handing Port St. Joe their first loss 4-3 in AAA Division II. So 3 teams left are 3-1. Paxton and San Antonio play at 9 a.m. tomorrow. The winner will play Port St. Joe at 1 o'clock for that state championship. And a line drive, fair ball on the left field line again by Clark Hussey into the corner. Barber rounds third. He'll stop there, actually, and Clark Hussey cruises in with a double. Everybody getting into the act here. That's 17 hits for Marianna, and now you've gone back to the top of the order. Brock has already hit a home run in this inning. He also homered in the second, singled in the first. So his 4th at bat in the 3rd inning. He's 3 for 3, 4 RBI, 3 runs scored, and 2 homers. 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. That misses outside. Up and in. Brock's hit 2 homers, 1 to right and 1 to left field. And that gets away to the backstop. No, not far enough for Barber to come home and score. You see the kids are now out in left and center field just waiting for home runs now. There's been 5 of them in this game for Marianna. First time they played on this field this week, Field 1. We've been playing the Division II AAA tournament this week, but first majors game here, and Marianna is definitely taking advantage. That's outside ball 4, so that time Lenny Mercado staying away from Brock. Bases are loaded now, 2 outs. That's actually only the 3rd walk of the game, first by Mercado. Well, Wyatt Spears due up, and it looks like that'll be it for Lenny Mercado. So San Antonio will make another pitching change here in the top of the 3rd, 17-0 the score. We'll take a break, come back in a moment.
Infield kicks it in. 40 got one guy to beat, and he beats him easily into the end zone. Right here,
Wyatt Spears stepping in. San Antonio using their 4th pitcher. Trying to get the 3rd out of this inning and get to the bottom of the inning where they'll need to score at least 3 runs to keep this game going. It's at 17-0 Marianna here on the top of the 3rd. Spears bloops it into left field for a hit. The new pitcher is number 16, Alfredo. Pardon me, that's number 10, Yanni Mercado. Hard to see the number there as Spears brings in another run with a bloop single, and that'll make it an 18-0 lead. His 3rd hit, 2nd hit of this inning. Odom has walked, flown to center, single. He scored twice. That went behind Odom, and it hit him. That'll bring in another run. RBI for Odom, his 1st of the game, 19-0. Parker Willis has walked and homered in this inning. Has 2 hits, 4 RBI, 3 runs scored. Hit a home run to straightaway center, as this is now a 13-run inning. Still 2 outs. San Antonio's had 2 outs for a long time in the dirt. outside. It's a good stop that time by Owen Wilson. Like we're going to have a Jenga tower of baseball soon. We're playing Jenga with them. Outside to the backstop. Runners are not coming. Willis, in fact, put his hand up and told Clark Hussey, don't come home here. It's already a 19-run lead, so good to see that there by, actually that's Brock at third. But Willis held him up there, and timeout taken here as pitch misses. Willis deep to right, and that's out of here. Willis goes the opposite field for his second home run of the inning, and that is a grand slam. So he is driven in this inning 7 with 2 home runs. 6th homer of the game for Marianna. Well, I'm getting my fill of home runs. Haven't seen any all week. And all from one team, Marianna. Well, this has been another dominating performance for this team that put up in the first 2 games they played against Alpha and Brooksville. They scored 37 runs. They have 23 in this one. 60 runs now in 9 innings, basically. And here's Caleb Thomas. He has 2 hits, 2 home runs, 3 hits. He's driven in 5. Willis has hit 2 homers to straightaway center. That one went to right field. Thomas deep to right, and this just short of another homer for Caleb Thomas. It's caught, though, right at the fence by Alfredo Carrillo to end the inning. And Thomas just missed his 4th hit in 3 innings. So that is a 17-run inning for Marianna. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd. They're 3 outs away from moving on to the championship game, up by a bunch.
At the 36-yard line. Charm is home, awfully close.
Campbell wave and miss. Strikeout, getting over. The Royal team leads the man at third.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. There's that. the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State.
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Marianna will bring in Carson Odom to pitch the final inning of this game. Caleb Thomas, 2 innings and out of the game. Retired all 6 hitters he faced, struck out 4. We got a tower. It's like playing Jenga. Baseballs stacking up on top of each other, the home run balls in this game for Marianna. That's 6 of them. 3 with 2 apiece. Thomas with 2, Brock with 2, and Parker Willis with 2. Trent Coleman is outside for a ball. Strike, 1-1. Another hard thrower, Odom. There's a strike on the outside corner, 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So, first strikeout for Odom, 1 out. Here's Logan Fernandez. Fernandez will step back in. I think he's referring to how fast Odom's throwing. Throws another fastball by for a strike. Swing and a miss by Fernandez for another strikeout. So back-to-back strikeouts for Odom. They now have struck out 6 of the 8 between Thomas and Odom. 2 outs. Here's Luke Renner. We'll see if this is only the number 9 hitter for San Antonio, so we'll see if the coaches decide to play another inning or if we end it here. This Fernandez was not strike 3. And he swings and misses, and that is strike 3. It was only 2 strikes, so he came back up, and Odom throws a fastball by him for the second out. So now there are 2 outs. Fernandez came running back up to the plate from the dugout, realizing he had 1 more strike. So now it's Luke Renner's turn. Outside, called strike. Late call, outside corner, 0-1. Big fastball and a swing and a miss, quickly 0-2. Don't have a gun on Odom. He's got to be throwing in the 70s, I think, on that short distance or near that. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikes out the side easily in that inning, and that's 7 strikeouts in the 3 innings. And we will play. Well, what's the call here? It's up to Marvin Francis, San Antonio coach. Looks like we're going to go to the 4th. And we're going to the 4th inning. Yep, we will play the 4th. San Antonio's got 3 more hitters to come up. So Marianna will come up here at the top of the 4th, and we'll be back in a moment.
at the 36-yard line. Jarvis Hall
Awfully close. Campbell wave and miss. Strikeout, getting over. The Royal team leads the man at third.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Going to the bottom of the fifth. In the bottom of the fifth, Brooksville is leading off 3-1. That game moving pretty quickly. It's along the same realm as this game, although this one's a little different. It's 23-0 Marianna as we go to the top of the fourth, but San Antonio still with 3 batters that need to hit. Connor Barton leads off the top of the fourth. He has walked, grounded out, doubled, and scored a run. San Antonio will get their last 3 hitters up here in the bottom of the fourth as Barton takes a strike. So the game is not over. We'll play at least one more inning here as San Antonio needs to bat the allotted 12. They've gone 9 up, 9 down so far through 3. Yanni Mercado on the mound again this inning for San Antonio. Barton swings and misses for strike 3. 1 out here in the top of the fourth. And now Jaden Gray. Nope, this will be R.J. Mays batting. Mays grounded to third, his only bat in the second inning. Called strike outside corner. Umpire probably calling some a little more liberal strike zone now. With the score the way it is. Cloudy sky is still over the ballpark here at Veterans Memorial Park in Bristol. Lights are on. But still some sunlight out there. There's another swing and a miss. And Mays behind 0-2. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts for Yanni Mercado, and there are 2 outs. Bowen Barber, who hit for Denton Lord in the third, will once again come up. He singled in a run and scored after grounding out to second his first at bat at the number 10 spot. This is the 8th spot here. Taking a strike again on the outside corner. You can tell they're laying off. Almost all their hitters were hitting first pitch earlier. Going outside, 1-on-1. Grounded to short. Nice play there. Throw across in time. The play made to end the inning by Lenny Mercado. So a 1-2-3 inning there, as Barber grounds out 6-3. So we'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Now Marianna is 3 outs away from advancing to the championship, leading at 23-0. We'll return in a moment. All right, bottom of the fourth, and San Antonio last at bat here. It'll be Andrew Spencer, Joseph Knight, and Cole Renner, the 10, 11, and 12 hitters hitting. And new pitcher is number 6, R.J. Mays. He'll pitch what will be the last inning of this game for Marianna. Marianna will advance to the championship tomorrow. It'll be determined when the time there will be. San Antonio will play. If Alpha loses to Brooksville, we'll play Alpha for the Division II championship. That's if Alpha loses to Brooksville. It's now 5-1, bottom of the fifth there. Andrew Spencer. Stepping in against Mays, third pitcher for Marianna. Mays a right-hander, and that's low for ball 4. So Spencer is the first base runner for San Antonio. Leadoff walk in the bottom of the fourth. Now Joseph Knight, number 11 batter, who was pitching earlier in relief. Missing low. Called strike on the outside corner. Reminder, if you can get some shout-outs in if you like here, 904-525-1324, as that's strike 2 tonight. Still listening out there in this last inning. We've heard many in this game as that gets away to the backstop. Scores from earlier today. AAA Division I, it was Bartow over Holmes County 4-0, eliminating Holmes County. San Antonio 8, Avon Park 4 in AAA Division II, eliminating Avon Park. Fort Meade 4, Bluntstown 3 in Ozone Division II. Fort Meade winning the Division II state tournament. They'll advance to the Division II World Series in Lumberton, North Carolina. Ozone Division I, Okeechobee 8, Holmes County 1. They're still in line for a state championship as Okeechobee. And AAA Division II, Paxton 4, Port St. Joe 3. So San Antonio and Paxton at 9 a.m. tomorrow. And Port St. Joe will play the winner at noon. Shalimar over Liberty County 11-0 in 4 innings at Ozone Division II. So Shalimar still with a chance to finish second there. And in AAA Division I, Sebring eliminated Marianna 13-3. So Sebring beats Bartow once tomorrow. They will win that state championship. Bartow has to win twice. And finally, Ozone Division I, Spring Hill American 3. Spring Hill National 0 as night walks. So now you have first and third, nobody out for San Antonio here in the bottom of the fourth. Cole Renner now to the plate. And San Antonio trying to get some runs on the board here in the bottom of the fourth. Last chance for them in this game. As the runner heads to second without a throw. Second and third, nobody out. Called strike 3. So Renner strikes out. One out here in the bottom of the fourth. Appreciate you checking out our coverage here of the Florida Dixie Youth Baseball State Tournament on Jock Jive. Remember to, he's at his line to short, and catch is made. Taylor Maple back to the top of the order. Good play there by Odom back at shortstop, and he nearly was able to double off Knight. But there are 2 outs now. San Antonio down to their last out. Check out Facebook or Jock Jive Sports on Facebook, at Jock Jive on Twitter, and downloads of each game. $5 per game. You can go email info@jockjive.com to check out more. Blooped into center, and coming on to make the catch to end the game is Connor Barton. And the first 2 reach on walks for San Antonio in the bottom of the fourth. But they're left on base, and our final in 4 innings, Marianna 23 and San Antonio nothing. I want to thanks to everyone for listening and watching the game, as the 6 home run balls are going to be presented to Marianna. They're on to the championship game of the Dixie Youth Baseball Majors State Tournament tomorrow. Time to be determined there. Okay, 11:30 tomorrow is when Marianna will play, and they will play, looks like Brooksville. It was is beating Alpha 5-1 in the 5th. Alpha and San Antonio will play. They're in the 6th now. Okay, so that game wrapping up with Mike Wright out there on field number 2. So Marianna in the purple and white getting their home run balls. They are cruising towards what appears to be another Majors state title. Final and 4, 23-0. Thanks to everyone with Jock Jive, Robert Williamson, Chuck Sebastian, and Mike Rydell. Thanks to Dixie Youth Baseball in the state of Florida. Our State Director Tony Smith, National Directors Don Morris and Brian Cox. As the final score today, 23-0. I have a ceremony now for the home run ball, and we'll take you out for the night. So long, and thanks to everyone here in Bristol as well at the Veterans Memorial Park. We'll talk to you again tomorrow for Championship Day. So long for now.
At this time, State Director Tony Smith is making a presentation, along with District 5 Director Tim Arnold, on a half dozen home run balls. Marianna, you owe us some baseballs. First off, 3 of these young men, multiple home run games. 2 home runs. Number 9, Brady Brock. And next we have number 22, Parker Willis. And finally, number 24, Caleb Thomas. Congratulations, gentlemen, and let's hear it for San Ann. Thank you, boys, for making it fun.
All right, that's going to do it for our coverage. We'll talk to you again tomorrow from the 2019 Florida Dixie Youth Baseball State Tournament. Final in this game in Dixie Youth Baseball Majors. Marianna 23, San Antonio 0. I'm Marty Pullman saying so long. Good night here on Jock Jock.